Hello, everybody, and welcome to another MTG Arena Draft here in the Early Access event for Ikoria. Thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for giving me access to a free preview account. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and, did I already say hit the like button? And check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for giving me access to this free preview account. Okie doke. So we're looking at this pack. The first card that jumps to mind is Back for More. This card is actually really scary with some of the bigger cyclers available in the set. So I really do like this card. The rare is a bit of a dud. But Back for More is nice. It's splashable. It's very powerful. Deadweight is a good common. I think Essence Symbiote might be a little bit better though. But I think we're just going to start things off with Back for More. It seems very powerful. Back for More, yeah. It just seems like a really good card, and like in a green deck, I can easily see just putting a Swamp in because there's a lot of tools to splash, and just playing the Back for More, getting back like your big cycling creatures, and getting a lot of power from that. After that, I think I would take the Essence Symbiote, followed by the Deadweight. I think Deadweight's just a little bit worse in this format, because I'd rather be playing the big creatures and getting the proactive value. Whew! Well then, this is a powerful pack. So they took a rare, so we don't really know much about what they're taking, but Primal Empathy, super good. Draws you a bonus card every turn, and otherwise you get a counter. Ram Through is a fantastic removal spell, and then Trumpeting Gnar is just absolutely fantastic as well. I think Trumpeting Gnar is probably slightly better than Primal Empathy, but they're both very good. I just like the Gnar because the mutate cards, you really want to have a lot of the mutate cards. And then there's also Ram Through, which is a fantastic common. I think I'm going to take the Trumpeting Gnar. It's flexible. It's going to be able to go into just a green deck, so it's a monocolored card, whereas Primal Empathy, I would have to be blue-green to play, so that's a big tiebreaker for me. I can just play this in my green-black deck and only use it for its mutate cost. Ram Through is also very good, but I think I'd rather have the Trumpeting Gnar for just the sheer power level of starting to churn out those 3/3s, though I do think Ram Through is very good, and maybe even is the pick. I just need more experience with the uncommon here. Moving on to pick 3, another fantastic removal spell. If we play a base green deck that can splash for Back for More and Dire Tactics, I guess we would have to be a base green-black deck to do that, but I could totally see that being worthwhile because Dire Tactics is a great removal spell. There's also Neutralize, which is a really good counter spell. It can cycle in the cases where you don't want it. There's also Excavation Mole, which is solid. Is 5-color a possibility? I think it probably is. I haven't actually attempted it yet, but you never know. I think Neutralize and Dire Tactics are both very good. The human part is definitely a bit of a downside. Boot Nipper, probably not going to be my pick here because I'd rather take something more powerful. I think the Excavation Mole and the Brushwag are a little bit lower. It's fun that these are right next to each other in the pack because they tell the story. I kind of want to take the Dire Tactics over the Neutralize, though I think Neutralize could be quite good. I just think I'd rather have the Dire Tactics. It's fine as a splash card if I play like base green-black or something. And now, what do we have here? We see the Checkpoint Officer, which is a pretty powerful human. There's a Deadweight, which is a pretty powerful removal spell as well. Probably slightly better than Checkpoint Officer even. And there's a Flourishing Fox, which is another card that I really like. I think it's going to be very potent in those cycling decks. So it's looking like our Back for More plan is a little bit off where we want to be. The Trumpeting Gnar hasn't really shown itself, so maybe the person took a very powerful rare. We are definitely seeing white signals. These are both quite good white cards. These are pretty good black cards. This card's quite powerful as well. So I'm leaning towards taking the Checkpoint Officer. I think it's slightly better than the Flourishing Fox, or just taking the Deadweight. I think I'm going to take the Deadweight. If white-black is open, I'm going to be pretty happy to have that. It also can still lead me into the Back for More deck. Saying Black-White Humans is open is a little bit of a stretch, but I think it definitely could be, and I would lean towards that being true. Like, I'm not going to guarantee it's open, but I'm liking the odds of it being open. And now there is a Rogrin Trirome, some nice fixing. There's a Thieving Otter, which can be good. There's a few humans and black cards. So I think I'm going to be on the kind of try out the black deck train. There's a Boot Nipper, which I like. Day Squad, Marshall, which I probably should be able to get a little bit later in the draft. The Rogrin Trirome is another one that I kind of am interested in. But I think I'm just going to take a Boot Nipper here. Looking Deadeye is not bad, I don't think, either. I just think it's worse than Boot Nipper. Because, again, we can just still play black-green and splash this white card. which is why I've been prioritizing the black cards over the white cards. Bastion is one I want to try out, but I'm not sure how good it's going to be. And I don't know if this is the deck for it. There is also a checkpoint officer, so I will probably take that over, I mean, one of the black cards. I guess Memory Leak is a fine one. I think black is definitely open, and black-white is looking particularly open as well. We would just give up on our first 2 picks, but that's not a huge deal. We're going to be getting rewarded for finding the open colors, and I think Bastion could be solid, but I'm not going to like go all in for that right now. There's another Day Squad Marshal in this pack, but I think the checkpoint officer is pretty good. And now there's a solid footing if I wanted that. There is not really a ton that I'm interested in here. There's a Savai Sabertooth if I wanted to be a beatdown deck a little bit. Spring Claw Trap maybe could have potential. Solid footing has maybe a little bit of potential as well. I think we're just going to take the Savai Sabertooth, make sure we get enough 2-drops. Though maybe we could just speculate on something like a Winged Pterodon. Or like, yeah, I think we're just going to take the Sabertooth to make sure we get enough 2-drops. Well, this card's crazy. It's not like super good, but it's kind of an absurd card. Like, you're never really going to be able to cast this, I don't think, unless, I guess, it's just kind of a funny card. I'm not sure how good it is, though. I really like the Drannith Healer, but I think Drannith Healer is just below the threshold of where I would take Scoured Barrens over it, because you really do want to make sure you have good mana in your decks. I do like Drannith Healer a lot, though. And maybe I am just supposed to take it here over a Scoured Barrens. Guess my white-black deck just really wants to make sure it has humans and 2-drops. But maybe I could... Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Drannith Healer. Try to go all in on these humans. And now there's a Perimeter Sergeant. It's kind of a nice card. Works with my other humans. Aren't we taking the ultimatum bait? We're trying not to. Opponents can't cast spells anywhere other than their hands. So that doesn't really do anything in limited. I think Perimeter Sergeant's just a fine pickup. And now Day Squad Marshal. This is really perfect. I think people are sleeping on the humans deck, and it could actually be quite good for us. Like we're going to be able to get all the cards we want, I think. Like look how many 2-drops we already have. We already have a great curve. Our biggest cost is going to be this Day Squad Marshal. And now now getting a solid footing. Probably not going to want to play that, but you never know. Whoa! Coordinated Charge is perfect for this deck. Thank you so much, Dr. Crittles, for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Coordinated Charge is perfect with the Day Squad Marshal go wide type plan. Another Day Squad Marshal. I think we'll take that over Lurking Deadeye. Now that we're kind of on the go wide plan, I think with our Perimeter Sergeant and our Coordinated Charge, we just want all the Day Squad Marshals we can get. Unexpected Fangs might be playable. I think our deck is very open and nobody's in our colors and stuff, so we're going to be really set up for a successful pack. Zerata the Dawnwalker. Probably just going to be a great card in our deck. Keep in mind, we're not going to be able to activate this because it the activated ability is like cycling, things like that. Just as a 3-mana 3/3 that has this ability is going to be nice. We're not going to get the companion part, though. Other cards that are considerations, this Helica Glider probably, the Fight is 1, could have potential with things like the Savai and the Boot Nipper and stuff that are in our deck. But I think Zerta is going to probably be a little bit better. Yeah, I think you just want to get as many Day Squad Marshals as you can. I think Zerta over Fight is 1 is really kind of a not close pick because I think Zerta is definitely better, but Fight is 1 could definitely have legs in this type of deck. And now, unfortunately, we're not really going to be splashing in this deck because Frontland Felidar is great. I think Boon of the Wishgiver is great. In this spot, though, I'm liking Checkpoint Officer. I'm liking Boot Nipper. Probably not Evolving Wilds. Oh, Mentor. I didn't even see the Mentor. Plus one count on each creature with lifelink. We already have an Unexpected Fangs. We don't really have a ton of lifelink. We're more of an aggressive deck, so we don't really care about the lifelink aspect as much. We're just trying to get them dead. So Boot Nipper versus Checkpoint Officer. I think Checkpoint Officer could just be the best here. but Boot Nipper definitely has potential. I think I'm just going to take the checkpoint officer. It's kind of like more irritating, I think, and it's a human for those synergies. And now there is a blood curdle. Easy blood curdle here. I was like, oh, there's a snare tactician, there's a dead weight, and then I just saw the blood curdle. Definitely just want to pick up this premium removal spell. It can kill anything, get those guys out of the way permanently, and can even give something menace to boot. So giving something like a perimeter sergeant menace or a day squad marshal menace can be really devastating in the right situation. I think our colors are really open here. We're seeing the snare tacticians, the dead weights. Those are both cards we actively are looking for. We don't really have a ton of cycling right now, but you don't need that much cycling to make the snare tactician great. And I really like seeing a blood curdle here. Our deck is looking open. What do we have on the board? Solid footing. Wow, another dire tactics. Yeah, we are in the right seat. You know, I am known to open the right rares in the right situations, Strickler, so opening up General Kudro would be quite nice. Dire tactics obviously going to be taken here. Premium removal spell. We don't really need the fangs. But yeah, dire tactics is going to be great. Day squad marshal will probably wheel based on what we've seen. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Chunky Sharp. Definitely just going to jam the dire tactics. And it's looking like our colors are really open, and I'm really liking that we moved it on the black-white. Black-white, I think, is going to go wide and then win with coordinated charge type effects. Also has some minor human synergies like Perimeter Sergeant. But I think it's overall just going to be like kind of a go wide, rely on good card power level, like individual card quality. We'll get another dead weight here. Streamer luck is insane today. I think we're just going to be like an aggressive deck that uses a bunch of removal. Like we have 2 dead weights now, 2 checkpoint officers, 2 dire tactics, and a blood curdle. Like we have so much removal. And then like nobody else is taking the day squad marshals, I don't think. The perimeter sergeants will probably get back. Like I'm not going to take these cards because it increases the odds of one of them wheeling if we don't take one of them right now. Whereas getting the dead weight is the only black card in the pack. And also just probably slightly better than those cards anyway. But now, oh my gosh, we're just getting hooked up. All the uncommons, this card's great. I'm really liking where we're at. There's also a boot nipper in this pack, so like our colors are just wide open here. We're getting everything we could possibly want. I should have taken longer to talk about the rest of the cards in that pack, but I'm really excited to play with this deck. Like we have a bunch of the uncommons we want. Nobody else is playing black-white. Yeah, Kudro could go really late. It is a mythic, so. But yeah, General's Enforcer is definitely a great card. I should have taken an extra second to talk about the rest of the cards in that pack. There was the 1/4 Vigilance, which we don't really want because we're trying to beat down. I wonder if the +1/+1 to 2 different... Oh my... Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We have... How many humans we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 humans. This is definitely going to be a great Sanctuary Lockdown deck. I can already feel it. We're probably going to wheel some more Day Squad Marshals. Oh, this is amazing. Perimeter Sergeant definitely could wheel as well. Another one of those. Lurking Deadeye. This is definitely a great pack. The Insatiable Hemorrhage isn't as good in our deck, but it still would be a solid card. Agreed. Squirrel top position. Yes! Oh my gosh! Did we just get an 8th pick General Kudro? What is this? Yes! I'm so good at this game! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What is this? There's also like a Lurking Deadeye, a Night Squad Commander, but we just got General Kudro! Yes! And now we get -1. Oh my gosh, our deck is absurd! We have like just enough non-humans to make this card like great, but like giving one of our humans indestructible and a count and +1/+1 is going to be great. I think Helica Glider is probably a little bit lower on the scale. Oh, it's called Streamer Skill, Sad Boy Flex. Oh my gosh, and Duskfang Mentor came back. It's also a human. Oh my gosh, just reading the signs. Boom! Day Squad Marshal, you brilliant, brilliant creature. And Perimeter Sergeant, just every single card we could ever want. Just like unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. Because I have been given this, it counts it as Space Godzilla now. Wow. This deck is actually unreal. Wow. What do I even take here? I think I'd probably take Pacifism or Heartless Act. I think Pacifism is probably slightly better. The Space Godzilla would be fine. Heartless Act is all. I haven't played with Heartless Act yet. Maybe I should just get more experience with Heartless Act. I know how good Pacifism is, but I don't know how good Heartless Act is, so I'll try that card out. And now there is another Deadweight or a Dranith Healer. I think I'm going to take the Dranith Healer. I have enough human payoffs that it's worth taking over a third Deadweight. We don't really have enough Menace for the Howlbonder, even though it would probably be a solid card in the deck. Well, with all our human synergies and all. I just like the Dranith Healer. It's a cycler. It's another human. And it's going to be a good 2-drop in my deck. Like, I have a lot of 2-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to make sure I have enough 2s, and Dranith Healer is going to be a great one. Over the Deadweight. I know Deadweight would normally be more powerful, but after 2 Deadweights, like, they definitely go down in value. This is a human draft. The humans are giving me this. Paid off. Immediately gets... Oh, wait. There's Pacifism. Would I rather have Valiant Rescuer or Pacifism? Oh, that's a tricky one. Rescuer is really good, and I want to get more experience with it. It's also a great 2-drop human, and I already have a ton of removal. Like, there is diminishing returns to removal. Like, we have Heartless Act, 2 Dire Tactics, a Blood Curdle, a Heartless Act, 2 Deadweights. Like, we have a ton of removal, and like, we have 2 Dranith Healers, a Coordinated Charge. Like, we don't have an insane amount of cycling, but this is also just a great 2-drop that cycles itself. And now there's a Bushmeat Poacher. There's also just Coordinated Charge, which I'll probably take. Patagia Tiger. Okay, I don't want to compare our deck to a slave market Sujov. Tiger would be great in this deck. Is it better than a Coordinated Charge, though? I don't think it is. I think Coordinated Charge is just, like, going to be amazing in our deck. Given how many, like, Day Squad Marshals we have and things like that. So I think I'm just going to take a second Coordinated Charge. There's also another payoff for cycling, and we do have... Getting a second one means we'll get it more often. Yep. This is why we haven't needed to prioritize removal, because we'll just get every single Dire Tactics that we need. Just like literal no one else playing Black-White. No one else... Everyone's like, oh, Black-White's bad. Well, not when you're reading the signals and you're just getting General Kudrow 8th pick. This is insane. But yeah, we're going to take this Dire Tactics. I'm really happy we've been taking the creatures over the removal spells, because we haven't really needed the removal spells. I mean, because we just have so many. Like, we have 27 cards in our deck. Way too many playables. And now there's another Checkpoint Officer. I think we'll probably take that over Lurking Deadeye. Lurking Deadeye seems like slightly inefficient. I mean, it's also a 4-drop, and we already have 3 4-drops. Evolving Wilds might just be better. This would never come together on bots. It's so true. I think maybe we just take Evolving Wilds for the color fixing. Because we do have 2 Checkpoint Officers, and we're going to have so many playables. I think we're just going to take the Evolving Wilds. It's going to be better for our deck. Even though Checkpoint Officer is great. And now getting a Vulpikeet. Though, honestly, the Mutate cards aren't very good for us because we have so many humans. But just playing this as a 4-mana 2/3 is not the end of the world. Yeah, I agree. This is why Human Drafts is way cooler. I think it's better than the Cavern Whisperer, probably. But we're probably not even main decking it. I hope we wheel Patagia Tiger. I guess we get the Savai Sabertooth, but probably not playing that. I think the Evolving Wilds pick is interesting, but we have so many like 2-color cards that having like an 8/8/1 split is going to be really good for our mana base. And we do have so many playables right now that I think it's worth the pick. Like, we already have 2 Checkpoint Officers, and that's another card that gets a little bit worse in multiples. Let's just take the Garrison Cat. I'm not going to play it, though. And Whisper Squad, sure. In honor of human drafts, I have drafted black-white humans. How many gems will a human's draft cost? I'm not sure. Wow, Patagia Tiger came back. I think that's definitely better than the Helica Glider. We have a lot more 3s, and having another 5 at the top end that works with all our stuff is definitely nice. We're not going to need this Savide Sabertooth. I don't think Fight is 1 really got there for us. Yeah, I think Zerda's fine just as a 3-mana 3/3 that can make stuff not able to block. Mentor? Which one's Mentor? The Duskfang Mentor? Yeah, probably not great. It's 10k gold free core, not 10k gems. Okay, so do we just have all humans? We have one Boot Nipper. And then we have the Zerda. So we definitely don't want Fight as 1. Because we don't have enough stuff that triggers. I guess we have the Patagia Tiger too, but yeah, probably not good enough. Other humans. How many creatures do we have, first of all? Whoops, I might as well make that change. 15 creatures. We don't want the Vulpikeet because we're not mutating ever. Fight is 1, same thing. Duskfang is probably relatively good, but all of our good cards are in our deck right now. 8-8-1 seems like a fine split, because let's see our colors. Yeah, 20 to 10. I guess we're heavier white, so maybe we could go 9-7-1. Probably worth it to cut all non-humans just for the synergy. Zerda strikes me as a very good card, but I could see cutting it for sure. It's a little bit hard on the mana too. As a double white card. Boot Nipper. Let's see, how many 2-drops do we have? We have 11 2-drops. Yeah, we can cut Boot Nipper. Like, we have so many powerful cards that I think, yeah, just having all humans is going to be nice. Literally every card in our deck cares about humans. I think this deck is insane. Yeah, cutting Boot Nipper. Didn't think that would happen. Boot Nipper and Zerda just both got cut. Yeah, we're going to cut Swamp Pro Plains. And we're going to make our feature art General Kudro, of course. So we have 2 deadweights, a bunch of humans, Sanctuary Lockdown. Every creature in our deck is a human except Patagia Tiger. 13 creatures. The rest is removal. I could see wanting one more creature. And I think that creature would be a Boot Nipper, and I think we could maybe cut a land. Actually, that card would probably not be a Boot Nipper, because we have so many chips. We have 2, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. The card would probably just be Duskfang Mentor. It gives us something to spend our mana on. I am responsible for the playability of this archetype now. One deadweight? Yeah, I don't think so. Mentor just doesn't do anything. I mean, it gives us something to spend our mana on. It puts a counter on things. And it's another human. Like, our only non-human is this Tiger. But, like, the Mentor as a human just, like, does so much in the deck. Like, Lifelink can be relevant in an aggressive mirror match. And then it can, like, slowly pump up stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Mentor does literal nothing. I thought it just put a lifelink counter on anything. Yeah, thanks for that, saving me on that one. I guess I would play Zerda. No. I'm not trying to make Zerda as my companion. I mean, I can just still get unlucky with my draws and stuff. Would I rather have Zerda? I think Zerda's a fine card in this deck. And I could, because my mana curve is so low. Like, I have a couple of 5-drops, but they have cycling. It's going well, Vulnerary Atom. Zerda's just a good card. It can get rid of a blocker temporarily. 3 mana 3/3 is also not bad. I don't think I want Fight as 1. I don't have any combat tricks really, but I just have so much removal. I actually do. I have 2 coordinated charges. Thank you, Profanit, for the follow. I appreciate it. I kind of want to get the Boot Nipper in, but I think all of our other cards are just better, especially with all the human synergies. Zerda might not even be worth it. I might just cut a Plains and go 16 lands. Don't like Garrison Cat? No, I don't like the Garrison Cat. I think Yoron's actually going to be a pretty fine companion because you can just put the cards in your deck and like have some extra lands and just you always have a 5-mana 4/5, which is pretty solid. You have to draft well enough, but it can happen. It's a solid companion for sure. Yeah, I think this deck's going to be fine. I kind of like running 16 lands. We have a couple of cyclers to help us hit our land drops if we really need it. But, I mean, we're going to be able to function on a low land count here. And I just want to have a little bit more spell density. Especially because we don't have tons of ways to spend our mana. We have the General's Enforcer. We have the General Kudro. Sacrifice 2 humans. Yeah, we are in such good shape here. And, yeah, that's going to do it for the building section. Let's get into some matches. Our opponent is going to be shocked at our deck. Shocked. Great hand. I mean, our entire deck is great, so no surprise. But this isn't actually even close to our peak power level of our deck. But yeah, but our curve does kind of stop at 4. Like, we have our 2 coordinated charges that we can cycle as 5-drops. And we do, like imagine if we had a 4-land, 3-spell hand. Like, that is relatively likely to happen. Okay, this is the exact situation where I'd rather have a land than Zerda. So, I guess Max punished. But, like, even here, like, we have a few 2-drops we can play. Like, and then we just have, like, high spell density. And Zerda also works well with Checkpoint Officer. Like, I totally forgot that, but we have 2 Checkpoint Officers, and having them cost only 1 to use is actually a big game as well. That was a good draw. That's going to get dead weighted. Like, even with only 3 lands here, we're just kind of doing well. Maybe we should run 17. I'm just going to hit them for 3. The extra 1 doesn't matter, and I have the mana to tap something. Like if they have a splash spell or something. Ugh. We're mana screwed, but we're still crushing. Okay. Zerda is so much worse than a Plains would have been in this game. We would have ended this game years ago if we had a Plains. Wow, we can even use the General Enforcer to get the relevant text. Sure. No, I was going to Heartless Act it. Boom. Got the win, and I'll see you folks in the next round. I think maybe I do just want a 17th land. I just don't really have mana sinks, so it worries me. Like, we have a couple of expensive cards. I guess we probably could run a 17th land over the Zerda. I don't want to be too results oriented though. See you later, Jody. Yeah, I'm just gonna run like 9. I'm gonna run 17 lands. I have some mana sinks in the forms of the Tapper over a Deadweight. I think Deadweight's gonna be pretty good, especially because it'll let me double spell in the early game. And there are things that you can kill even later in the game that get killed by Deadweight, like flyers and things like that. So I think Deadweight is still probably worth running in my deck. 2 copies. I can dump mana into Enforcer. I also have the 2 Tapper guys that are going to use 2 mana a turn. I have a couple of 5-drops. I'm fine on mana. And I also really want to curve out. Like, my opponent kind of got flooded that game, but if my opponent hadn't been flooded, I would have really been regretting not having that extra land. I want the Evolving Wilds because my mana is not that great. Like, limited mana bases are generally pretty poor, and there's just games where you get mana screwed. Like, if I just draw a hand that's 3 planes, it's like, and like a couple black spells, it's really rough. Oh my gosh, this deck is insane! I think I go Healer into Kudro into Lockdown maybe, or maybe, yeah, I don't really think I'm going to be using the Officer early on. It only makes the curve there's like going to be lots of times where I can use it. Like, I have a lot of 2-drops in my deck, so I can go like Dire Tactics your guy and play my Evolving Wilds. It's not going to be like... Adios, bye, I am Sixer. Thanks for the follow, Marmolaskis. That was a cool piece of animation. Next turn, I'll go double Checkpoint Officer. Wow, they just have to cycle it for no value. Feels good, man. That was the perfect draw. Or another human. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Kazuja, for the follow. I really appreciate your support. This deck is insane. We're just going to play our second checkpoint officer, and if they play another creature, we can tap both down. Or if we draw land, we can just use our coordinated charge to win. If they kill General Kudrow, I'm a little sad. Everyone that I play with this deck is going to be like, how did they get this deck? Clearly the bots let them have it. But it was not a bot draft. This is just real people. That's why I love real people drafts. Because like when you find the open lane in a human draft, you can get 8th pick General Kudrow. Like, because that is stuff that happens. And our deck is absolutely absurd. Kudrow looks like Ulysses S. Grant. Oh my gosh. Guess the deck is working. Humans OP. Yeah, humans are definitely OP. This deck is absurd. We have literally all humans. This is the example! Yes! Look at this, folks! This is where Evolving Wilds shines. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep this hand without Evolving Wilds. If this was a Plains, I would have to mulligan. As it is, it's kind of... Wait, they have Karuga? They just don't have 2-drops in their deck? Oh, they're so dead. They're so dead. Sure, it's a little bit rough to be on the draw against it. But, like... We're going to keep this. We have a 2-drop into a 3-drop with a removal spell and all our colors. And that is a good draw. Karuga! Karuga! Obviously they don't have any 2-drops in their deck. This is my first time facing a companion. We're going to play the Drannith Healer because it hits harder and we're not going to spend mana on this anyway in the early stages. Hopefully they play like a 3-2 or something. If they were on the draw, they just couldn't win this game, I don't think. Like, my deck just can't lose to Karuga if I'm on the play. I think I'm probably going to deadweight the Farfinder. I don't want them to have any targets to mutate onto. And my deadweight's not going to have many targets in this game, I don't think. Or at least I suspect that will be the case. That's going to be a great one to Dire Tactics. This is not the best situation I've ever been in, but... Yeah, this is slightly bad. Like, this is where an extra 3/3 would go a long way. I feel like if I add the 3/3 back now, it's like the actual... If they double block this guy, it's like, fine. Well, if they don't have anything, this was really good for me. Do they not have anything? Okay, so they do have something. But, like... that was still very good for me. Whew. I'm just waiting to draw one of my 4/4s that makes a 1/1. My 4 drop state has a 3/3 and a 1/1. Karuga is actually terrifying right now, because it's going to come down at some point. Haha. I think they should just play Karuga. For just no value. It's still just a 5-mana 5/4. I think I'm going to have to cycle the charge if I don't draw anything next turn. I think I have to go to 16 lands, because this type of game is way too common, I think. Like, even if I do get mana screwed, I have Drannith healers I can cycle. All my charges. I know I'm vacillating, I think is the word, back and forth on it, but it's probably just correct. And I'm not out of this by any means. I have plenty of fine draws. There we go. On their end step, I can tap something. I'm not cycling this now that I have 3 creatures in play. Yeah, we're fine. Sujav, we just need our day guard marshals. We have 3 of them. We have a Patagia Tiger that can break through. You can be patient when you're in an aggressive deck. You don't always have to be all out aggro. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna change to 16 lands again. That's sad. I should have tapped the 3/3 so that the 2/2 could trade with the 4/2. There's General Kudrow. That's fine by me. Oh, that's so good, Denzak. They have to block the Kudrow. Cycling. Okay, Sandworm is a little irritating, but nothing we can't handle. Just give me a Dire Tactics. Traneth Healer. Sure. Our 2-drop is a 4/4. We'll trade our 4/4 for their 5/4. Sure. And now, end turn, we tap their Sandworm. Yeah, he can't include himself. Our humans beat the opponent again. Let's go. Honestly, just having more humans could be good. I wish we had more humans. 14's not enough. The Garrison Cat dies into a human. I think I'm going to cut up planes for the Zarita. Honestly, we were fine that game. I still think I'd rather be too light on lands than too heavy on them. I'm actually kind of regretting it. Let's go back to 17 lands. Oh no. We'll have to see. I'm honestly like not sure. Like if we draw like last time it was like we just drew specifically Zarita, but like this is another hand where I'd rather just have a land, but like it's fine to have Zarita here probably. Two, 3, 4, 4, 5. They really want me to take that companion line. I'm like, I can't do it, bud. I don't have many activated abilities at all. So indecisive, I know. And it's funny because it's being indecisive about something like so small, like the land. I think it was a close on the perimeter versus the checkpoint officer. But I mean versus the Sanctuary, but Sanctuary is going to be nice in protecting me from certain removal spells and things like that. Sure. Give me a land. There we go. Absolutely insane. 4/4 and a 2/2. We're going to protect the checkpoint officer. He's going to be a good mana sink for us. Sure. Yeah, it's good to get the, like, make sure you're tweaking and stuff. Like, as long as you have some thought behind it, for sure. Thank you so much for the follow, Cryonic. So they have... Just going to keep adding a ton of power to the board. Yeah, this 17th land is bugging me. I'm like, I feel like I should run 17, but at the same time, I feel like I can get away with 16. And there, I do have mana things like Sanctuary Lockdown and stuff, so maybe I should just be running 17. X equals 5, sure. I'm fine with that. I'm going to cast it, and I'm going to use the Sanctuary Lockdown ability. And hit him for 10. Yeah, they're double blocking. Sure, that's fine. The 1/1s were going to be annoying if they had any cycling at all. I'm glad I prioritized creatures instead of just taking all removal spells. Like, they're just so dead right now. Sure. I think I'm going to cycle the coordinated charge here, because they're at 2, so it doesn't matter the extra damage. And I get an extra 2 too. Got the win. Whew. Yeah, maybe I don't need the extra land. I keep forgetting that I can just cycle my cards and it'll be fine. This deck is so good. Grug the Creator. Thank you so much for the follow, Earns1 and Strickler. This is one of those hands where Evolving Wilds is clutch. Give me a land off the top. Thank goodness. Ugh. How many Sanctuary Lockdowns? Just the one. Wow, MTG bot. That's hilarious. Play the Sanctuary Lockdown. Hit them for 4. Sure, they could have Divine Arrow, but they'll have that eventually anyway. Yeah. If I draw a land, I have my day squad marshal plan. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. I can just double block the fox. I think I'm gonna kill the prickly marmoset with my heartless act. Ah, the Zyrda. Yeah, I'd rather be playing General Kudrow. Never lucky, as they say. Sure, I can still use it for my Sanctuary lockdown, which is nice. I actually really want a Swamp right now. I don't think I'm going to need Coordinated Charge to win this game. Cycling Fox to get another. Maybe I would rather have my Coordinated Charge. Hey, not me. Yeah, exactly. I've got to prove that you don't need the General. I'm gonna have to dire tactics that, I think. Oh yeah. Rewarded. Ouch. Punished to the max. Though honestly, having a human isn't that bad. It would have been better if they could have... They would have just been able to wait, I guess. Game is over. It feels over. It certainly does. Oh yeah, just another day squad marshal to add insult to injury. Oh, you missed Zyrda getting played. She got played and she immediately got killed. Don't worry. You didn't miss much. Ugh. They're dead. Like, even if they somehow... Isn't that what bombs are for? Yeah. Our deck is absurd. This isn't a very good deck. Zyrda was so much better than a land would have been. We did it. I'm back on the 16 land hype train, folks. Whoo! Dun, dun, dun. Are we going to go 7-0? That's the real question. Looks like a pre-con deck. This looks like better than a pre-con deck, because pre-con decks never give you multiples of anything. Actually, I guess we don't really have multiples of anything. We have like one General Kudrow, one General's Enforcer. I'm just imagining that how that's going to go down, just like... Oh, thank goodness, I am hit. Sometimes I worry that these aren't being recorded, like I forgot to hit the button or something, and it's like, oh my gosh, my beautiful, beautiful humans deck just not recorded. Nobody wants to face us in the queue. Our deck is too good. Wreaking havoc every game. It's so true, musical journey. Just wreaking absolute havoc. I'm so excited to be playing with the set. The Humans Go Wide definitely works Maze of Death. Oh yeah, it's definitely Balmy Strickler. I like that card is absurd. Oh, you'll see it on my YouTube channel. Azure Turtle. Oh my gosh, just look at it. It's absurd. Like, this isn't even like the best half of the deck. These are like our worst cards. Oh yeah, the pick 8 Kudrow helped a lot, but we haven't even had it for most of our games. It's just like pretty much if we gotten like a Sanctuary thing at that point, it would have been fine. The same. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We have 3 marshals and yeah. We're not going to trade off our 2/2. We have enough benefits that we don't think it's worth it. Just going to exile the bug. It might seem spewy, but we have a ton of removal in the set. And now we get to keep all of our guys and hit them for like a bunch. Okay. Less good, but we're still fine. Oh, I suck. I'm so bad. I literally just forgot about that card. Yeah, we're gonna lose because of that, probably. Like, I knew there was something. It was like something in the back of my head. There's also just the 2/2 flash creature that I could have gotten eaten by. So bad. Absolutely horrific. We haven't literally lost, but that was so bad. I just let my creature get eaten. I'm sorry, humans. I've let you down. You gotta get got by it at least once. Yeah, Dire Tactics is a great payoff. Oh, I'm so sad. I knew I shouldn't have attacked with my 1/2. Oh, opponent, you're gonna wish you'd cast that Memory Leak. If we draw Dire Tactics here, how good would that be? If we still had the 1/2, this game would be over, I think, but as it is, we're still in okay shape. As long as they can't kill our 3/4 flyer, we're fine. Big draw step. Give us our +2/+1. Oh yeah. Hell yes. Now they can't mutate onto this, that's why we killed the non-human. They go to 1. Yes! Despite the misplay, our deck bails us out with the sick rips off the top. Oh, yes. Some days you just can't lose. Some days. Oh, yes. La-da-da-dee, la-da-da-doo. Going for the 7-0. La-da-da-doo. Da-dum, ba-da-da-dee. This is amazing. Our deck is so good. So many humans, yeah. They passed us pick 8 Kudrow. It's been amazing ever since then. Actually, we had an insane deck before that, but I remember how everyone was like, yeah, Kudrow, we're going to get it. Nobody else wants it. And it's just like, we get like everything. I mean, I haven't played white-red cycling yet, so we know that as soon as I play it, you're going to be like, wow, white-red cycling's the best, because I'm going to have like an insane deck. Oh my gosh, Filthy Robot! I love Filthy Robot! I watch so many of his Civ 5 videos! Oh my gosh, huge fan! Of course he got Lutri the Spell Chaser. Just of course, but we're on the play, so we can't lose this game. No, this is drafting with humans. We're going to play our highest power creature first. Oh my gosh, what an honor. Filthy Robot is great. I've watched so many of his videos. Okay. I'll offer the trade. I really want to win now. Like, I'm real focused. I did miss a land drop, which is unlucky. Maybe he'll miss a land drop too. That would only be fair. We do have deadweight to kill Lutri. Checkpoint. Yeah, it's such a good game. I just want to hit my like 2 lands in a row. Oh man. Because our deck is obviously great. Whoa, multiple companions. This is actually fine for us. We can just kill him. We're going to develop our board a little bit first, though. Because this guy's going to do a lot of damage. And we can Dire Tactics plus Deadweight or something like that. Lutri's so strong. 2 companions. Nice. Pun intended. Okay. I feel like getting greedy here and playing the Day Squad Marshal. It's definitely greedy, though. 'Cause I'm going to take another 5. Gloom Pangolin, sure. Oh, their creatures cost 2 less. I mean, 1 less. That's good to know. I totally forgot about that. Sure. What you bouncing? Okay. That's fine. creature. That's a bummer. Real bummer. Ouch. We're not out of it yet. We could just draw another Dire Tactics and be fine. Interesting. I really need to land this turn. They have Lutri now. I can go double block, jump there. Take 3. Yeah, Filthy Robot's good. He knows how to play. It's been a little bit clunky. Just the way things have lined up, this game has been a little bit bad for me. He didn't cast the Lutri. Interesting. I really need to draw another Dire Tactics or removal spell of some kind for this. Sanctuary Lockdown would be good too. And I can start making 1/1s with this if the game goes long enough. I think I'm going to play Perimeter Sarge, and I'm going to play the Drannith Healer. And then I'll tap this. So they have, he's running on fumes here, essentially. And I'm just waiting to draw my anthems. Oh yeah, it's not at all. That's why he has Lutri. He's been saving the Lutri to get some value, which is worrisome. Probably has, like, a kill spell. Or he almost definitely has a kill spell somewhere in his deck. So I'd have to draw my anthem before then, because that'll shut down a lot of his potential kill spells. I need another Dire Tactics. Really badly. When I draw Dire Tactics or my other kill spells to kill this thing, I'm going to be in so much better shape. There goes the loot tree. Okay. I have 2 more dire tactics, and I've got the menace, the one that kills thing and gets menace. I forget its name right now. Yep. Okay. So he got a lot of value there. I think I die if he finds another mutate creature before I can kill this thing. Like, I'm just very dead. Blood Curdle's the name of it. There we go. Like, he mutates onto it, bounces the guy, taps 3 things. I'm just dead. This next turn I'm going to cycle Coordinator Charge. I'm really afraid of a fight spell. But I'm also really afraid, like, I can't beat everything, so I'm just not going to play around the uncommon that cycles to give Death Touch. Like, does he have another one of the 4 too? Maybe. Like, I traded Marshal and Healer for Umori and Lurking Deadeye at the moment. But I suspect he has another one of the Deadeyes, because he seems to like that card. Or like a Deadweight or something. Sure. Okay. This is a 9. This is a 10-10 essentially. Yep, so he's going to gain a bunch of life. But that shouldn't matter. I'm just so dead to so many things. I'll trade 3-2 for 3-2. Now that's really bad for me. Now I actually have to find something. Dire Tactics or Blood Curdle. Oh, that's so close to be good enough. That was so close. Oh, man. Rats. Just barely enough. We needed one more spell this game, and we would have stabilized, I think. Rats. We needed this guy like a bit earlier. We take a bunch of damage if we do draw the tactics, though. Now we're on the Blood Curdle plan. Good game. Oh, I think I drew three lands in a row. They're mocking me. That's not very nice. That's hurtful. They just don't know how lucky they got, because like this is my deck for people just tuning in. I had 2 more Dire Tactics to draw. I had a Blood Curdle to draw. I had like a Heartless Act that would have been good in certain spots. Sometimes it doesn't work out. True. Our deck is still epic. Ugh. He was really patient with the Otter. And I definitely took some greedy lines in the mid game. But I think it could have worked out. I needed to draw my Tapper card earlier. Welcome to the final round. Yeah. I feel like I wasn't getting mocked. Filthy Robot doesn't seem like that type of guy. Yeah. I doubt. Thank you, Minnow Sheep, for checking. I don't think that's the type of... I've watched a ton of his videos for like Civ videos to get better at Civ. And I have never really seen him be like that, so I doubt he's that. I know. The one game it happens to be against... I'm going to destroy it. And then I'll exile it with Kudro. Yeah, it wasn't my best draw. Like, I didn't draw my Kudro or my... I didn't draw any of my global buffs, which are generally pretty good. Wait, he also has Lutri? Come on, man. But I didn't draw my Kudro or my one that gives my +1/+1 to my other guys. So my deck is still fantastic, obviously. This is why Lutri's so good. Hello, the Blacker Lotus. Our deck is amazing. It's kind of a bummer if they counter that, but you know. Yeah, Lutri is pretty strong. Good value for sure. Like, the game we lost could have just very easily gone the other way if I had just drawn another Dire Tactics or a Blood Curdle. Like, so I'm not, like, mad about it at all. It just works out that way sometimes. We had a lot of outs and drew a couple lands in a row in a bad time, so... If we'd drawn the Sanctuary Lockdown a little bit earlier, too, that also would have helped. So, can't always win them. Let's attack with our 4/4 and our 2/2. We're fine trading a 2/2 for a 3/2. Even though he got it for free, once they're in play, just kind of treat them as they are. And I think we are actually probably going to cycle the Drannith Healer if this guy resolves. Because then we get to draw a card and we still get the 1/1. Or we'll cycle Coordinated Charge, but I feel like cycling Drannith Healer is probably better. They're going to choose... Oh, that's a bummer. So they get to kill a bunch of my stuff. Wow. That's actually pretty good. Nice little 2-for-1 right there. Ouch. That was hurtful, opponent. Sure. They get to have it back. I'm hoping to draw land, yeah. So now if they want to use this to kill my stuff, they have to choose odd. Which also kills their guy. So they can chump now, yeah. Gosh darn it. Maybe I was supposed to kill the guy in response. This thing comes into play and I... Yeah. Dang, this card is definitely irritating. Definitely going to cycle Coordinated Charge. Maybe I should do it now, in case I draw something. Rewarded. Wow, Extinction Event definitely wrecked me there. Oh no. They hit they hit a 2-drop. Whew, still annoying, but not the end of the world, at least. That could have gone much worse. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is very bad for me. I'm really scared that they didn't activate... Oh, they can't activate it. They don't have the mana. I'm an idiot. Why would I kill their 1/2? Oh, I was just thinking that it can use its ability. Oh, that was so bad. Whoops. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh no! The pain! Oh, the agony! This opponent just like... Ugh. They're getting me good. It's a bummer. This is an ouch. You can't win them all, I guess, but still. Getting wrecked by Gyruda and Extinction Event coming back. I guess I could have probably stopped him from getting the Extinction Event the second time. Yeah, we're totally dead. Yikes! We were in such a good spot with the like start we had, and the like extinction event killed like 10 power from the back board for us. Oh yeah, we're dead. Well, that's nuts. Yeah, more games with this sweet deck. Exactly. That's what I like. BSB 333. Staying positive. Maybe we'll get a rematch against someone that we lost to. Whew, because that is not nice. Demir Control has definitely looked better than I thought it would. But I think that might be because having a free otter that can copy spells, and also, like, the decks we've played against have had, like, pretty good rares, I think. So, like, you can get good rares in any color combo. Welcome to the final round, folks. This is finals no matter what. We've got a good hand. Zerta definitely better than a Plains would have been here, so paid off. Rewarded. We're on the draw, though. La da da da. We'll attack. Then we'll play our Perimeter Sergeant. And then Daybreak Marshal, Squad Marshal, and then Coordinated Charge, and they're just dead. We're going to play the Marshal first. We'll let them get a tad bit of value. Killing the pile after is generally going to be better, I think. In response would have been better in that particular case, I think. No! My hand is so good, though, so, like, honestly, I still win. Like, they take Dire Tactics, I Blood Curdle, put the Perimeter Sergeant with Menace. If the mutate creature that you're targeting dies, the card just comes into play. If I'd killed the mutate in that case, though, I could have prevented them getting back their Extinction Event, because I could have had a human enter, I think. Probably. And I could have gotten them. Okay, Coordinated Charge hits the bin. They're in really bad shape, if that's the card they're taking. Menace counter on to this guy. Yeah, I forgot about the exile effect from General Kudrow. It's exile, bud. They want to get to see General Kudrow. Please don't concede. just going to have Kudrow and General's Enforcer. Please don't concede. Please don't concede. I just want the combo. There. Thank you, opponent, for letting me live the dream. They get to see the glory that is humans! The general combo. Indestructible. Whew! We got to max wins. It was a bit of a heart-wrencher. I'm not going to lie. It was a little bit worrisome. It was like, huh, are we going to get there? Are we going to get there? Are we, aren't we? But we did get there in the end. And got to maximum wins. If you are watching this on YouTube and just made it all the way till the end of the video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment in the comment section down below with any questions or feedback. To let me know you made it all the way till the end, in the comments leave hashtag OPHumans, because this deck was definitely overpowered, despite our couple of losses to those Lutri decks. The OP Humans definitely showed their stuff. Pretty fantastic stuff. So hashtag OPHumans. Remember to check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas, and the community Discord server to talk about all things Ikoria and Magic. The NicolaiBolas community Discord server is accessible via the link in the description and in the pinned comment. It's free for everybody. Also, if you would like to give back to the channel, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, or just hitting that subscribe button is really welcome as well and appreciated. So that's going to do it for this draft video. Tons of fun in Ikoria so far. This was our deck for anybody who wanted just to see that last bit. It still wants me to make it the companion. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you next time. 16 lands for the win.